Hi guys, it's Kaycee. It is November 9th and it's like 5:45 in the morning. And to be honest, I have been trying to do readings for the longest time and I just can't get any out. So we're going to do a tarot rant and we're going to see what Spirit wants me to know, because Spirit has had me up since like 2:45 this morning. Could not go back to sleep. I'm like, okay, I'll do some readings. Can't get any readings out. I am not sure what energy is going on right now, so we're going to pull some cards today, see if you resonate with what's going on. It's a full moon was the other day, so I have a hard time sleeping during the full moons anyways. We're coming in with caring connections. I feel like I need to be doing something, but who knows what it is I'm supposed to be doing. My computer's acting up. I video these via Zoom and my Zoom doesn't want to work. It's just all kinds of little petty things that are preventing me from doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing. So we're going to let Spirit speak freely and get some messages for today. We're coming in with community. The Three Witches, Power of Three. This is your tribe or my tribe. It did come out reversed, but I usually read these in the upright, so we're going to keep that in mind. Two more. The Victory card, as well as the Thinking Man. On the bottom of the deck, we have Indecision. Let's get some emotional energy cards out and see what we have. Whoa, all right. We have Believe and Succeed coming right out. All positive energy right now, guys, right? Bottom of the deck, we have Rest and Reconsider. That talks about us having to do the self-care. You know, we can't go a million miles a minute in all different directions during our physical human journey, our spiritual journey, being all things to all people and or spirit, depending on how this message plays out. There's been a lot of synchronicities. There's been a lot of weird happenings recently. A lot of changes. I do know that there's a lot of things coming to the surface. There's a lot of closure going on for a lot of things that have been in the works for a while. Okay, we're coming in with the Fear card, the shadow side. And then we have the Temperance in reverse. This talks about being imbalanced. This also talks about our belief systems and our faith. We also have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about coming out of the cold or coming out of the dark, being more accepted for who you are and what you bring to the table. Queen of Wands in reverse talks about not having that drive, that creativity, that desire that you're looking for in something. We are coming in with the Justice in reverse. This indicates an air sign. This also talks about things not being fair, not being easy, legal battles. We also have the Two of Swords in reverse, and this is making quick decisions. So as a Libra, that's kind of funny because the Justice card represents the Libra, and then Libras are known to not be able to make decisions, okay? We like to battle things out for a long time before we actually pull the trigger, or we're so super quick to pull the trigger. We don't need to know, we don't need to wait and weigh everything out. We just go with the flow and we're like all about that. Okay, it's like do or die. We're either 100% one way, and then all of a sudden we will just flip a switch, and people are amazed that we make such snap decisions where that's not usually what we do. So this is talking about feeling that we're not being treated in the manner of which we should. And we've worked very hard for this. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles. We've worked very hard. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is talking about not being a self-made person, not being able to do this on our own. There's things that we still don't know, even though we're working so very hard and diligent and being very detailed. So what is it that Spirit wants us to know, wants me to know? What is it that they have me up at the middle of the night for the last few nights? What is it that Spirit wants us to know? Because I feel that, just because I'm going through this, I'm sure a lot of us are going through this at the same time on different levels, in different circumstances. So Spirit wants us to know that what we put into the universe, what we believe in, what we manifest, what we speak about will be successful. We're trying to figure it out with the thinking, man. And sometimes that also means that we're overthinking the situation, that it is a simpler answer than we're trying to find, which I can resonate with because I can overthink the easiest things. Okay. Coming in with love, coming in with oath, and coming in with beauty. Beauty is the transformation card. This talks about coming from the ashes and bringing something new and beautiful and strong from the past, from the lessons we've learned, from our wisdom. Okay, we've had to hit rock bottom in order to appreciate where we are now. So the trials and tribulations and the lessons that we learned in the past has only brought us to where we are and made us the people that we are today. Good and bad, we have some good baggage and bad baggage. I mean, there's some stuff that we all have to work through, but if we move through the month, through the day with love for what we do, love for ourselves, love for our people around us, and we speak in movement through love, then we will be able to succeed because we're raising our vibration above all the ashes, above all the silliness that we deal with on a regular basis. We took an oath to ourselves, to our family members, and to our spirit team that we were going to do this love thing no matter how hard it is. And to love thy neighbor sometimes is really, really hard. To love ourselves sometimes is really hard. And we need to know that what we put out, we will get back. Bottom of the deck is individuality. So this talks about each one of us being so super special in our own way and bringing something to the table, but it all comes from the same love energy. And that's what makes a difference. I heard today when I was on social media that one positive thought into the energy overrides a negative thought by a trillion. So even if we just pray for someone, that is going to override the negative energy at a level we can't understand. They like, oh, give me prayers and prayers and prayers. But if we collectively pray for a thing or a person or a situation, we can really make a difference. We can really put love out into the universe, even though the people that we are praying for can be trifling at times. Okay. Those are the ones that need our prayers the most. And the way we do it with our own individuality and not try to do it how other people are showing us and doing it our way. Whatever ritual you feel works for you, whether it's lighting a candle, sitting with your crystals, whatever works, whatever works to allow your soul to connect to the other side, to raise that vibration in love and peace and grace helps. And sometimes we don't realize how powerful we truly are. All right, more messages from Spirit. Let's see what they say. Learn from your mistakes. Well, we just talked about the wisdom with the beauty card where we made plenty of mistakes and it fell apart and we had to rise above it, reinvent ourselves, rebuild ourselves, put ourselves back on the right track. Patience is a virtue and focus on the positive. Bottom of the deck is give without expectation. So yeah, loving thy neighbor who's driving you bananas, you know that you have to pray for this person and love that person and forgive that person for what they do. That does not mean that we don't have boundaries. That doesn't mean that, we're all love and light. Sometimes we're do no harm but take no shit kind of energy. So there is a balance within that. And sometimes, and this is what this is probably representing, is the balance that we have to stay within when it is challenging, to not go to the negative side, to go to the low-lying energies and always rise above. That doesn't mean that you have to take what people are giving you. It just means that you don't go at it in a negative fashion, because karma is real and she has our address. Believe and succeed with the community and the caring connections and the love and the oath. This is all talking about giving back as well. And whatever gift it is that you have, to share that gift with as many people as you can. That's why social media is so wonderful now, because and I'm thinking of the positive light of this, of course, but we're able to help each other through the roughest times of our lives without even leaving the house. And we have more reach now through the different social media platforms and the beautiful creators out there that are sharing their stories so that other people know that they're not alone, and to give positive reinforcement in someone's darkest day. Oh, look at this. First light, beginning a new cycle. Yes. Okay. So there's new opportunities. And sometimes when we're getting new opportunities coming in and a lot of closure is happening, like I mentioned before, it feels stagnant. It feels like we can't get out of our own way. It feels like this can't finish fast enough so that we can get to the next blessing, to the next goal, to the next journey, because we're sick and tired of dealing with the silliness we're dealing with now. But there is a lot of stuff coming up to the surface that needs to be completed before the new beginnings come in. But this is spirit saying, hold on, do what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Keep thinking in the right positive way. And a new cycle is going to emerge, a new blessing, beautiful, protected, using all the elements. Because if you notice, you have fall, winter, spring, and summer. So this is representing the world, the elements, the seasons. And as one season ends, another season begins. We're going to pull one more here. Discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. So we have two light cards. Being a light worker is not easy, because we have to take energy that's negative and put light into the darkness. And sometimes that darkness attaches to us. Sometimes that darkness is a block that we can't get through, because no matter how much we try, we can only do what we can do. We can't convince another human being to change their thought process or change their mindset, because we all have free will. But what we can do is put it to the universe and give that energy to the universe, because then it gets multiplied. And that's where we need to focus on. So if we can't get to the person that we're really trying to help in the physical because they're blocking us, know that there's other ways around that. Your light, your soul's light, your journey, the fact that you're a light worker and trying to put the best energy out there so it comes back to you and to the people around you and within the community. And it can be very taxing because you're a warrior in this area. Not only within your physical realm of being a warrior and going out into the wild every day and making your paycheck and feeding you and clothing yourself and your family members, you're also a spiritual warrior. And you also know where you've been, and you also see people struggling, and you may have the answer, or you may have some kind of guidance you can give to them, but you can't drill it into their head until they're ready to accept it. Like I said, but there's a workaround. Let's pull one more. Taking shelter. The answers are within. Perfect. Perfect. And cleansing waters is at the bottom of the deck, and it says purification activates the life force. And with waters, that's all about emotions. Again, that's love, that's caring, that's support. So for us energies that are trying very hard to get through the day without losing your shit and doing something negative, we need to take that step back. The answers are within you. Use your confidence, use your intuition, use the wisdom, and always respond out of love and out of balance. And when someone is out of balance and they come into your life and they come into your energies, take that step back so you can look at it from a different perspective and don't take things personally, because their struggle is their struggle and your struggle is your struggle. But you're smart enough within your spirituality and within the wisdom of you rebuilding yourself with that beauty card, that you have a lot of experience on how to navigate this. Okay, this is not your first rodeo. You're just kind of tired of the same rodeo and the same kind of energy, even if it's different people. Or if you deal with the same person over and over again and they're still with their silliness and their pettiness, you have to rise above it. But the answers that you are seeking are within. So this is telling us to meditate, connect with spirit, really listen, which I'm struggling with right now because I know I'm supposed to be listening to something and I'm just not clicking with the messages. They're not coming to fruition for me. So if you're on the same boat, let me know. I see the symbols, I see the synchronicities, I understand what the path is, but there's something that hasn't been brought to light that I know is coming very soon. And it's going to come after the completion of this particular issue that's unfolding right now. That's where things are going to expand. But we have to stay positive and we have to believe and put our manifestations out there in order for it to succeed. Because if we doubt it in any way, shape, or form, it's going to start losing its momentum and we're going to have to work harder to get back on that path again. Because what's really for us will never leave us, but it may take us a while to get there. So I hope you guys got some guidance with this as well as I did. Things are going to be just fine. We have to stand on our laurels and our morals and keep working as hard as we have, even though it feels like it's unfair at times that we have to take on all this stuff. This is what we're here for. So spiritually, we need to really dig deep and remind ourselves in the thick of it what our purpose is. And our purpose is to transmute the negative energies into positive love and light, but also have our boundaries. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and sharing my reading with me today. I hope the message helps. Leave me a comment and let me know how things are going for you. Take care.